Tonight on News 5 Live, a police constable is on remand for allegedly raping a female detainee at the Queen Street police station. A man is stabbed and viciously beaten while police officers struggle to detain his attacker. Dr. Osman Martinez is the PUP's standard bearer in Toledo East, and Belize suffers a 4-0 loss to Nicaragua. We'll tell you what the FFP says about a sit-out that may have led to the defeat. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers Bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get store-wide discounts on selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie Power Tools, Charbroil Barbecue Grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, Benny's. Benny's, Benny's.
1,067,700 slices of bacon are eaten by tourists each year, stimulating our local economy. Tourism means business.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
Summer is almost here, and we're gearing up for the exciting time of the year where kids from all over the country come together and showcase their talent on one stage. The Open Your Eyes stage. Yes, that's right. Summerfest is back.
Join us on June 21st at 6:30 a.m. at the Memorial Park in Belize City for a fun-filled morning. Get ready to see all kinds of talent on stage by kids from all over the country. See you at Summerfest 2024.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank. Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, June 10th. I am Sabrina Daly. Tonight, a police officer is on remand at the Belize Central Prison after being accused of raping a female detainee at the Queen Street Police Station on Friday. It's a shameful act reportedly carried out by 45-year-old Derwin Marin. The police constable was on duty but had no business interacting with the woman. At some point, PC Marin allegedly approached her and offered to release her without charge in exchange for sex. He then proceeded to remove the woman from the holding cell and escorted her to another area of the station where he apparently had intercourse with her. In the wake of the incident, the Belize Police Department wasted no time in taking action against the rogue officer. Criminal and internal investigations are underway, and the Commissioner of Police has condemned Marin's actions. This morning, Paul Williams appeared before the lower courts during Marin's arraignment, where he objected to bail. It is the second time within a few weeks that the top cop has donned his attorney's cap to prosecute a matter.
Basically, I appeared in court this morning to do the arraignment for the police officer who is charged with the crime of rape, which took place at the Queen Street Police Station over the weekend.
You objected to bail?
Yes, I came to object to bail because we believe that the act is such that the police officer need to remain in prison until the matter is heard.
No, this is a fairly mundane, straightforward prosecution. Why did you feel it important to bring your office to bear on it?
Well, I guess we need to show the importance of the case. Like I said before, we have been doing our best to make sure that we rid ourselves of those rogue officers who constantly do things that embarrasses the department. And my presence here is a strong statement that we are doing what we can to ensure that persons who are aggrieved by the actions of police, that they get justice. The person who is the victim was a prisoner in police custody. The investigation revealed that the police officer solicited sex from her in exchange for her release. He subsequently took her outside of her cell block where the act did took place. We have secured several statements as well as video footages that supports her allegation.
Was he aware of the security cameras?
Well, he has to be aware of it. Every police officer who works at that cell block area know that cameras are there.
Yeah, but did he go to a concealed area or an area outside of view?
Well, the camera would not have captured the act itself, but the camera did pick up when he took her out of the cell and took her to the area where the alleged rape took place.
PC Marin was not authorized to interact with female detainees. So what was he doing would have brought him into contact with the woman? According to the Commissioner of Police, the victim was in custody along with another woman. Marin's sole responsibility as cell block keeper was to make sure that the prisoners were attended to while in detention.
He was a cell block keeper. His duty there was just to ensure that prisoners are okay. If they needed water or anything of that sort, to provide it for them. But when it comes to dealing with female prisoners, if any female prisoner needed to have been taken out of the cell, that should not have been his responsibility. That would have been done by a woman police officer. So his action in removing her from the cell block was wrong, and more so, the victim said that she told him that she wanted a cigarette. He even went and got a cigarette for her, and the reason, according to him, why she was taken from the cell block was to go and smoke a cigarette, which again is utterly wrong. So we have seen a number of breakdowns in terms of our internal policies that will be addressed likewise. There was another female prisoner in the cell block, and yes, she saw what took place, and she did have some concerns, and whenever the shift changed, the other officers came on, she was the one who reported first to the police.
How hard was it to get the victim to make a complaint? We know that maybe she's someone who has been in a cell block before, or, she may be intimidated by the situation.
It was not difficult. She was forthcoming, and we are very much appreciative of that. This is what we want, that whenever we do have these allegations, that people can feel free to come forward so that we can address it. Oftentimes we hear people say the police this, the police that, but they're never willing to come forward and give statements. To see that she was brave enough to do so, we're grateful. When it comes to cases involving police officers, we have to take it very seriously. We are the custodians of the law, and when we have people in our care, we must ensure that we do what we can so as not to breach that trust and confidence. The actions of PC Marin is such that it is an egregious act of breach of trust and confidence, and we must do as best as we can to demonstrate to the public that while this had occurred, that we will do our best to ensure that the officer is held to account for what he did.
A statement issued by the Belize Police Department reads, quote, "The ongoing internal investigation aims to determine whether there was any lapse in supervision or neglect of duty that may have allowed this egregious act to occur. The BPD is dedicated to transparency and accountability, ensuring that justice is served and public trust is maintained," end quote. A Belize City resident was stabbed on Friday night and was also the victim of a vicious beatdown at the hands and feet of his attacker. It happened at the intersections of Neils Penn Road and Central American Boulevard. And despite initial attempts by 3 police officers who responded to the incident, they were unable to subdue the assailant. The man was able to free himself from the arresting officers and attack his victim, repeatedly kicking and punching him before other officers were called onto the scene. Fortunately, the victim survived the violent attack and is recovering. The question that lingers, nonetheless, is whether the responding officers could have handled the situation differently. According to Compal Williams, the police exercised great restraint, but he would have went about it differently had he been faced with that situation.
The incident, I must say, is one that really and truly, I don't know what to say per se, but I saw a situation where the police officers were doing as best as they can to detain an individual who had stabbed another. And as much as the police officers were trying to apprehend that individual, he was consistently resisting and trying to go after the person that he had stabbed. Obviously, his intent was to kill, because even as the person lay on the ground, he was there stamping the person in the head. And the police officers, again, while some may criticize them and say that they did not perform their duties the way they should, I'm not going to go to that extent, because sometimes, no matter the training you have, when you confront a situation, you tend to forget that training and you just do what you believe can be done in that instant situation. But if it were me, for the mere fact that the individual had stabbed a person, the person is on the ground and he's constantly going after that person to try and finish off that person, I would have shot him. Again, the police officers who were there had weapons, but they exercised great restraint, and I must applaud them for that. Even though I would have acted differently, I still endorse their actions in terms of exercising great restraint.
Investigators are stumped and unable to make an arrest in the murder of Alfredo Enrique Rodriguez David. On Thursday evening, sometime around 5 p.m., police were called to an area near the Port of Belize, where they discovered the body of the construction worker with a gunshot injury. The 42-year-old was fishing at the waterfront when he came under deadly gunfire by an unknown assailant. According to Compal Williams, they have been unable to make any progress in the case.
At this time, no, we don't have any tangible leads in respect to that matter. I know the police are busy in the area trying to gather as much as they can, but so far they have not been able to unearth nothing that could lead them in a particular direction.
While Atongsi seem to have been a law-abiding citizen, do police believe that this may just have been a senseless killing?
Perhaps, and from all indications, it seems like as if he was in the area fishing when he was targeted. So we're hoping that we'll be able to get something that can give us some leads in respect of that matter.
Coming up, former CEO Osman Martinez is one step closer to realizing his political dream.
The Office of the Prime Minister invites you to the National MSME Roadshow 2024. Join us for free workshops in marketing using AI, finance, business planning, and customer service. Connect with financial institutions for access to finance opportunities, meet with key government agencies, and showcase your business at the Roadshow Expo in an effort to get more locals to buy Belizean. We will be in Orange Walk Town, June 13th to the 15th, PG, June 27th to the 29th, Corozal, July 11th to the 13th, Benke, July 25th 25th to the 27th, San Pedro, August 15th to the 17th, Key Conquer, August 23rd to the 24th, Belmopan, August 29th to the 31st, Hopkins, September 13th to the 14th, San Ignacio, September 26th to the 28th, Tangriga, October 10th to the 12th, Placencia, October 18th to the 19th, and Belize City, October 24th to the 26th. Sign up today for the National MSME Roadshow. For more information, follow us on Facebook at Beltrade or call us at 880-3737. Sign up today for the National MSME Roadshow. Let's get your business on the road.
En un mundo impulsado por la tecnología, el programa de becas de Digi abre puertas a infinitas posibilidades. Únase hoy al programa de becas de Digi, donde los sueños se encuentran con la innovación y el conocimiento se transforma en acción.
Mi nombre es Fabián Solórzano, residente del pueblo de Punta Gorda. Tengo 15 años y estoy asistiendo al Colegio Comunitario de Toledo, en el 3er grado. Estoy muy emocionado por compartir con ustedes, futuros estudiantes que planean aplicar para este programa, cómo me ayudó a mí y a mi familia. Yo tuve el privilegio de ser uno de los afortunados de conseguir la beca. Eso fue de gran ayuda para mí y también para mis padres. Debido a la beca, los gastos de la educación y los gastos del día a día fueron más fáciles de equilibrar. A la vez, esto me permite poder mantenerme más enfocado en mis estudios. Digi ve un potencial increíble en nosotros y quieren impulsarnos a seguir nuestras metas. Así que yo quiero invitar a todos ustedes que quieran aplicar, que lo hagan, porque ustedes también pueden ser bendecidos con una beca.
Únase al programa de becas de Digi hoy y embárquese en un viaje de empoderamiento, educación y excelencia. Visite nuestro sitio web para obtener más información sobre cómo puede ser parte de esta oportunidad que cambia vidas. Solicita ahora y libera tu potencial con Digi. Digi, nuestra telecomunicación nacional.
My name is Waluko Mejia. I'm the General Manager at Copal Tree Lodge here in Toledo, Belize. The Belize Bank service we appreciate most is the Belize Bank ATM and the use of its debit card. It makes it very accessible for our employees here at Copal Tree Lodge. Essentially, they could access the ATM on their way home after work, and also that the local stores accept the use of a debit card.
Toledo East needs a new representative, and Dennis Williams is the right candidate at the right time. A fresh face, but a seasoned activist.
In 2002, I started with the former Minister of Human Development, Osman Martinez. I was active in the campaign, village to village. In the town council, I supported Mayor Floyd Lino, Mayor Fern Gutierrez, Mayor Ashton.
Wow.
So whenever there's election, I go full force, yes. I go full force.
Having established a close connection with his people, he is ready and able to serve as their area representative.
And I decided that, you know what, I am hearing from them direct. I am already serving the people. If I can do it in that capacity, they will be the first person that I will look after.
A more approachable and compassionate person you cannot find. This, combined with his drive to get things done, makes Disha just the area representative Toledo East needs.
After the election, I don't see red, blue, white, green. I will help everyone. And they know that I am a person, I have this drive that nothing will stop me. Mm-hmm. And we have been neglected for too long. So I want to be the person to make the difference.
It is time for change, and Disha will make the difference for Toledo East.
Summer is almost here, and we're gearing up for the exciting time of the year where kids from all over the country come together and showcase their talent on one stage. The Open Your Eyes stage. Yes, that's right. Summerfest is back.
Join us on June 21st at 6:30 a.m. at the Memorial Park in Belize City for a fun-filled morning. Get ready to see all kinds of talent on stage by kids from all over the country. See you at Summerfest 2024.
LG dual inverter compressor cools air faster by operating at speeds as high as 120 Hz with more stability compared to conventional models. It also saves up to 70% more energy by operating at speeds as low as 10 Hz with more stability. It reduces torque vibration down to 40% for quiet outdoor unit operation. Stable operation with low vibrations also results in increased durability.
On Sunday, the People's United Party held one of the largest conventions Toledo has seen in decades to decide upon a standard bearer for the upcoming by-election. After the passing of former Toledo East Area Representative Mike Espat, 3 PUP candidates offered themselves up for the post. These candidates were Nicanor Requena, Dr. Osman Martinez, and Melhem Espat. The convention was deemed a success as an unprecedented number of voters made their way to the polling stations in Bella Vista Village and in Punta Gorda Town, with 3,556 voters. After hours of voting and counting, Dr. Osman Martinez emerged victorious. News 5's Brittany Gordon was there to detail the day's proceedings. Here's more on that.
On Sunday, what typically would have been a quiet morning for residents of Punta Gorda Town and the Bella Vista community was a flurry of activity as voters and supporters crowded the streets, readying themselves for the PUP convention. Even before the stations opened at 9 a.m., swarms of supporters dressed in royal blue t-shirts with their candidate of choice were camped just outside the stations. First to make an appearance at the Bella Vista polling station was Dr. Osman Martinez, who certainly had the loudest supporters of the day.
Do you feel that your team has done the work to ensure that people come out today? Do you anticipate the turnout will be good?
Well, I think you should just look at the crowd and the energy. They are re-energized, ready for a change, ready for new vision, ready for new leadership. So we are here, ready to work.
And that vision, talk to me a little bit about that vision, what you're hoping will come out of your possible success.
The communities have different needs, but one of the things that we cannot do is to take advantage of the poor people. We need to take care of the poor people, and that's what we will do.
The activity in Bella Vista subsided around midday, but picked up with the arrival of Nicanor Requena, who said that the abundance of voters bodes well for the success of the convention.
It's been really good. I think that we are up to seeing an unprecedented turnout in this convention. I think a lot of people were excited about this convention, and so this morning got off to a very busy start. It was a bit hectic in PG this morning, I must say, but very grateful that our people were coming out and casting their votes. I feel that our people are going to speak today, and they are going to choose the best candidate. I am hopeful that they are going to choose Nick Requena, because Nick Requena is about working with the people and for the people. But at the end of the day, it is the people's choice.
Of this large turnout, a few voters were willing to share what informed their vote. Many of them were simply anticipating a change.
The change that I hope to see that help can come into the smaller community and don't be like before, that the people in that into power, they don't care about the small communities then.
We want change, we want a minister, because we want what we have begun, so we have to put another one.
Further south in Punta Gorda, Melhem Espat, the son of late area representative Mike Espat, was on the ground, ensuring that his supporters were mobilized to vote. Espat declined an interview, but he told us that the day had been hectic. The polls were initially scheduled to be closed at 4 p.m., but due to the crowd that was still waiting in line when the deadline arrived, it was extended another hour. After this, counting commenced, and finally, at 7 p.m., PUP Chairman Henry Charles Usher announced the winner.
On receiving 1,762 votes, Dr. Osman Martinez the new standard bearer for the People's United Party, and the standard bearer that is going towards victory in the by-election next month. Congratulations, Dr. Osman Martinez.
Thank you.
A well-deserved victory.
Thank you, sir.
We caught up with the newly elected standard bearer to hear how motivated he is going into the upcoming by-election. Martinez told us that the work has only just begun.
Well, it was a lot of work, a lot of sacrifices, but we haven't won anything. This is just a start. We need to win the by-elections.
But it was a remarkable turnout today. Do you think this is a good signal going into the by-election?
Of course, I think it's the people who were energized, and I must say that both my colleagues, Melhem Espat and Nicanor Requena, did an excellent job. So the outcome of this convention is because we are one team, one PUP, and we did bring out the people.
And so are you confident going into the by-elections now that you will be able to continue on this trend of success for your party?
We will continue to work hard and harder.
Usher attributed the success of the day's turnout to the hard work put in by the candidates. He is confident that the momentum of the event will carry over into the upcoming by-election.
I have to congratulate the teams, the candidates and their teams for really being on the ground since we announced the convention here in Toledo East. It was kind of ramped up because of course, the unfortunate passing of the Honorable Mike Espat, and I'm sure he's looking down right now and saying he's happy to see so many of his people here in Toledo East coming out and supporting the People's United Party. I think that the energy you see today will spill over. There's a lot of momentum going into the by-election. It's going to be about a month away before the by-election because the Constitution calls for vacancies in the National Assembly to be filled 90 days from when the vacancy was created. Of course, as I mentioned, the Honorable Mike passed away April 22nd, so we're looking at around July 22nd, July 23rd for this vacancy to be filled. So it's about a month away, but this is a lot of momentum. I'm very encouraged to see the turnout. Of course, as the winning candidate said, we have to unite, we have to work together. We are a united party, and we have to go into the by-election united to secure that victory.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Hurricane season has commenced, and now with the inauguration of 3 newly built hurricane shelters, the villagers of Santa Familia, Billy White, and Duck Run 3 can safely say that they are a little more prepared for the season. The installation of these shelters is part of the Building Climate Resilience and Social Integration of Displaced Peoples in Settlements of Western Belize project, a joint effort between the Ministry of Sustainable Development and the International Organization for Migration, with funding from the European Union. On Friday, Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Hebet hosted a ceremony commemorating the success of the endeavor. Here's News 5's Brittany Gordon with more details.
The Building Climate Resilience and Social Integration of Displaced Peoples in Settlements of Western Belize project was launched to support the displaced persons in migrant settlements to become productive members of their host communities, strengthen their socio-economic growth, and prevent the need for further displacement. The project commenced in December 2022 with the extension of the water system in Santa Familia Village, and was intended to end in December of 2023. However, it received a no-cost extension and is now entering its second phase of projects. Diane Locke, head of office at IOM Belize, said that the IOM is committed to aiding the villages with the development of their communities.
All 5 communities have and will continue, those that are pending, will continue to receive maintenance manuals for the hurricane shelters. So it's not just a shelter being handed over, but we're also preparing manuals which will guide the communities on maintenance and upkeep of the shelters. I must add that these community shelters belong to the people of Santa Familia. They're not a government-owned community center, so it is in the hands of the community. They're responsible for the upkeep and the maintenance of the building. Similarly, the 3 communities that received the upgraded water systems also received training, and they also received a manual for the maintenance and upkeep of the system. To the village chairperson and the villagers, we're pleased to be a partner in this process of your development through these small but impactful activities.
The project is valued at $2.6 million, and Minister of Sustainable Development Orlando Habet says that each dollar was appropriately spent in ensuring that these shelters will withstand many hurricane seasons to come.
In the face of nature's fury, hurricanes have the power to devastate lives and communities, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Yet, in the darkest hours, it is our humanity, it is our sense of solidarity that shines the brightest. Today, we celebrate the unwavering commitment of my government and our community to protect and support one another no matter the challenges that we may face. This hurricane shelter stands as a testament to our collective determination to safeguard the most vulnerable among us, the elderly, children, the sick, and the marginalized. It is a place where fear is replaced by courage, uncertainty by preparedness, and despair is replaced by hope. In times of crisis, it will serve as a sanctuary, providing not only shelter from the storm, but also essential resources, comfort, and care.
The shelters are equipped with water tanks, a kitchenette, and solar lights for additional security, and the community members were trained on how to properly care for and manage the new facilities.
Additionally, all 5 communities participated in shelter management training, first aid training, fire management for emergency response teams, and firefighting brigades in the community. The community health workers in the Ministry of Health also received refresher training. All 5 communities have been given, will receive, and have been given maintenance manuals, which is to be used, and it tells you how to go about to do maintenance, the time of the maintenance on the community center for the proper upkeep of the building. And similarly, for those communities that received the water systems, they also got training, and they also received a manual to tell them how to use the shelter. So, as IOM, we're very pleased to be a partner with you, Mr. Victor, and the government of Belize in this process. It's a small activity, but it has a very powerful impact.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
Today, a group of youth leaders who have completed a visit to the U.S. have created a second studio with the support of the U.S. Embassy and Love Foundation. The project is designed to keep the youth engaged on difficult topics affecting them through podcasts that are held from their own studio. The venue at the former Belize Friends School building on Central American Boulevard in Port Loyola is where the youth gather to discuss their challenges and share those experiences via podcast. It all came together when their application to the U.S. Embassy for grant funding with support from the Love Foundation came through. The U.S. Embassy's Public Affairs Officer, Luke Martin, said the project received $40,000 US.
Some of our youth ambassadors that went to the United States, once they came back, they applied for an alumni grant, working with Love Foundation and also with the Friends United meeting here, the Friends School, to try to get this is a media hub they're going to use for Southside kids in the school here, teaching them about social media, teaching them how to record podcasts and how to talk about difficult subjects on their podcasts as well. So it's a great opportunity for them to really, understand media environment, practical skills for them in the future too. The grant itself is called the Alumni Engagement Innovation Fund, AEIF, and for any U.S. exchange alumni that come back to Belize, they are able to qualify, they can apply for these. It's actually super competitive, so we were glad that along with Love Foundation, the youth ambassadors, that they were recognized for a really strong proposal and were granted this money. So we encourage all our alumni to apply for things like this because there's great opportunities to engage with the communities here.
Devani Apollonio is a youth ambassador who plays a key role in not only what the Action Center and studio will offer her peers, but in seeking the funding through the Love Foundation for the project to materialize. She explained how losing her little sister some months ago flung her into the throes of grief, and she herself used the medium to better cope. And Managing Director of the Love Foundation, Deborah Erskine, explained how the foundation was able to assist the youth to tap into the funding. She shared that this Wednesday they will record the first of 6 episodes on different topics, after which they will air.
I would have my recording once every 2 weeks on a topic that I would feel free to, bringing the professionals in and to, opening a discussion, bringing the students, bringing other people who would feel comfortable in that basic topic, and let us have a discussion and find that solution as one. Mental health is a big struggle as a young person myself. I recently lost my little sister in February, and grief is my big thing, and this is my thing to do, so it really took on a toll on me, but I'm coming back from that. I'm using my sister as my shoulder to inspire people that yes, grief is something, but you could overcome it and take it one step at a time. And so in this podcast room, we're going to have an open discussion on certain topics that people would feel like if you want to start having a conversation, it wouldn't be accepted in certain areas, where it would, in this podcast room, you come in and you talk as freely as you want with the guidance of a professional and your peers.
It's the first time that Belize has received one of these awards. And actually, it was a group of youth ambassadors that came together and they had the idea. So the idea is from the youth ambassadors, and then the Love Foundation just basically helps with the writing of the proposal, putting the ideas together. So we did that approximately 2 years ago, and we got funded a year ago. They felt that this was a great way to help other young people countrywide, not just within their community. So they were looking at an opportunity to really be able to air social issues that they may be going through, but they wanted it to be available to young people everywhere. So hence the reason for bringing in professionals alongside with them, so that young people are able to get the right information and know where to go for help if they need, to seek help or advice from someone.
After the break, a bomb threat disrupts classes at Queen Square Anglican and Wesley Upper School. But first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
And receiving 1,762 votes, Dr. Osman Martinez, the new standard bearer for the People's United Party.
Both my colleagues, Melhem Espat and Nicanor Requena did an excellent job. So the outcome of this convention is because we are one team, one PUP, and we did bring out the people.
Welcome to Design Depot, home of Sherwin-Williams Paint. Sherwin-Williams Paint is one of the most reputable paints in the industry, known for its superior quality, durability, and environmentally friendly technology. We carry a large variety of products for all your home and commercial needs, such as interior and exterior paints, primers, wood stains, sealers, clear top coats, caulking, aerosols, concrete, and masonry products. Achieve professional-looking results with ease using Sherwin-Williams paint and coating. Design Depot, all in one place.
Almost here, and we're gearing up for the exciting time of the year where kids from all over the country come together and showcase their talent on one stage. The Open Your Eyes stage. Yes, that's right. Summer Fest is back.
Join us on June 21st at 6:30 a.m. at the Memorial Park in Belize City for a fun-filled morning. Get ready to see all kinds of talent on stage by kids from all over the country. See you at Summerfest 2024.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Brothers Abet is celebrating Super Handy Dads for the entire month of June with super handy deals that just can't be beaten. Give that super handy dad the perfect gift from our super selection, like 15% off all power tools and hand tools store-wide, 15% off track car batteries, 20% off Eureka Vats, 20% off Decon Matte Emulsion, and 25% off Valspar and Dutch Boy paints. Plus, for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win $500 worth of tools for 3 super special dads. So give dad his best Father's Day gift yet from Brothers Abet. Come in or reach out to us today. Brothers Abet wishes all super handy dads a super happy Father's Day.
The compounds of Queen Street Primary and Wesley Upper Schools were cleared this morning following reports of a bomb threat at Wesley Upper School. Both grounds are located across from each other on Dolphin Street. Law enforcement officers responded swiftly to the report, and within 30 minutes, the all clear was given. By that time, the school had already alerted parents and guardians of the situation. They were asked to pick up their children from school. Here is what we heard from a few parents who visited the school to get their children.
No, they sent a text. I don't really know what happened. This one text come in and said, bomb threat, that was the school and come in for your kids.
Okay, so you call for your kid?
Yes, sir.
How serious you text on to a report like this?
Well, you know, play thing like that, you go for your pick, no any problem, so I call for my child.
I was home actually, and then one of the neighbors came and I heard someone shouting my name, and then when I came outside, my neighbor was like, yo, there's a bomb threat at school, go for your brother. And so I just jump up and I go and check for what happened. And when I reach out, it just said that, you know, it's all clear and there never was a serious threat. So, yeah. I mean, that's something good for here, right?
How serious you took a news like this?
Honestly, I don't took it serious because from I was going to primary school, you know, I believe it's just something to get a day off. But I didn't take it serious, but I still came just to be on the safe side, you know.
There's been an increase in violence in twin towns of San Ignacio and Santa Elena, and some residents attribute the spike to the closure of the Hawksworth Bridge. Last Thursday, we reported on the murder of an Asian restaurant owner who was shot and killed outside of his place of business. The rise in violent crimes has raised serious concerns, and Police Commissioner Chester Williams visited the counterparts in that municipality to see how the issue can be brought under control. According to Compal Williams, criminal elements from other parts of Cayo District are making their way to San Ignacio.
The truth is, the issue in San Ignacio is one of concern. I share the same concern like you and the people of San Ignacio. I was there last week and I met with the Western Regional Commander and the command structure in San Ignacio town, and we discussed the ongoing crime problems there and see what we can do to address it. I have since put a number of things in place to be able to make sure that the people of San Ignacio feel safe, not just in their homes but also on the streets. I'm sure that the people will be able to attest that over the weekend there's increased police activities, including a number of operations. Certain persons were arrested, and that those operations are going to continue indefinitely. What we want to do is to make sure that we go after those persons who we believe are involved in these criminal activities, and we're not just looking at those persons in San Ignacio, but we're also looking at the transient criminals, those from Rowan Creek, Cotton Tree, who may also go into the San Ignacio region and commit these type of crime. So we're ensuring that we target the entire Cayo District per se to go after persons who we believe are involved in robberies and other shootings as well as gang activities.
A recent incident at the San Ignacio Community Hospital has also raised concerns about the safety of the medical staff working at the public health facility. While police are seeking several individuals, they have been able to identify one person of interest who was involved in a noisy and unpleasant disturbance at the hospital.
I am appalled by it, I must say. I got a call the following morning from a doctor, the head doctor at the Western Regional Hospital, and right away I put him on to Ms. Anderson, who is his Western Regional Commander, and the matter was addressed. Police went to the area, statements were recorded, photographs were taken, scene was processed, and police have gathered video footages as well, so we know exactly who the persons are that are responsible. From then to now, we have not been able to locate those persons. One of the persons of concern is, I think, Minor Galindo is one of them. Since then, he has not been seen in the San Ignacio area. We understand he had fled somewhere. The fact that his brother had passed away, we believe that that might bring him out of his hole. And once he is found, then he will be dealt with along with another person who were the two main aggressors at the hospital.
Mango is a seasonal fruit in Belize, so when the time comes around, some communities maximize their chances of drawing crowds and generating money. Hopkins is one such community, and on Saturday, that southern village had on sale food and drinks with a mango twist for people who enjoy the succulent fruit. News 5 attended the fest and found that there was mango in all forms, from ice cream to burgers to mangoritas. And the monies collected from the day's events will be invested right back into the community. Here's that report.
From about midday on Saturday and up until 10 p.m., this was a popular sight and sound on the main street in Hopkins. Villagers and businesses were out offering their most popular beverages and treats made with a mango twist. Blending was a major part of the preparations. Leonela Aranda, owner of Blue Monterey Tours, was blending up a refreshing beverage to beat the heat.
Down south we call the big mango bellyful mango. Bellyful mango, I think it's known as a apple mango as well. So I just ordered bellyful mango, dice it up, freeze it to have it like an ice cube. We just basically put ice in it, a cup full of ice. We get a half cup of the mango, put it in. We get the juice, the two type of juice. Then we'll have the squash and the raw mango juice. Add it in and then we just blend it. So I just actually get my cup and then I just label my logo on it. We're gonna put the lee rim with chamoyada and the tahine around the rim inside, the same thing. And we add it in and they have the lee bread color. We just add that in and just put the stick, the tamarind stick and a little mango sweet on top. And that is how we make our mango chamoyada, sorry.
Mango chamoyada.
Yes.
And it's supposed to taste how when you drink it?
mango, slushy, everything, cool, all of that.
And the tahin and the...
Yeah, give it a little sweet and sour taste.
Nice Cream took all their mango-infused ice cream treats, and Yahaira Maldonado let us in on what the crowd favorite was.
Today it looked like that the mango cheesecake. So the mango cheesecake bar and the mango cheesecake. So basically that's the same thing. The only difference is that we prep it in our different way. Like the bars, we cut them and then we make the mango jam at the top, then the whipped cream, and then we have the mango ice cream, and then we have a filling at the bottom which is made out of the waffle chips, and then the mango cheesecake, we just add the chips inside of the mango base.
So if you not taste mango, you eat something wrong.
You have to taste the mango, but you will taste the cheesecake too. My boss, she got a head behind this. Well, she just say, okay, make something different today. She would have go in at the shop, in actually factory and say, okay, we'll add a little cheesecake to this. Make her say it taste, and then she'll bring everybody, like the workers there, make we sample it, and yeah, that good. And then like we make waffles, and then sometimes we would have, somebody would have broke, so we say, okay, instead of buy the biscuit, we just crush the waffles, blend it, put a little, in it, add to the bottom for the filling.
Oh, everybody they buy that now.
Well, it seems like that's the hit for today.
We came by a booth that made mango chicken burgers and a mango strawberry popsicle.
I have a ground chicken burger with Swiss cheese, bacon, and a homemade mango chutney. It's like a spicy mango habanero sauce. It's really good. So it gives that bite, but then with the mango, it's got a nice sweet to it as well. And it's got vinegar, so it's got a little bit of acidity, and then the salt. So it kind of hits all your taste buds. And the mangoes in Hopkins are so fresh and delicious and so sweet. And then you add that habanero in for that really good bite. It's a really good flavor.
So you just came up with this, or it's been around for a while?
This is the first time I've done it. It's debuting here today at Mango Fest.
And it's popular?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And this in your hand?
This is a strawberry mango popsicle with fresh mango blended right into it and frozen, and it's only $3, and it's nice to cool down on a hot day like today.
Further up the street, we bumped into retired media personality Rodel Beltran Pereira and his friend Kathy Cuellar, who told us it was their first time at the event.
This is called a mango margarita.
Okay, how is it?
Or a mango rita, I call it. It's so good. This is incredible. This is what I came for here today. I was going to be very upset if I hadn't gotten one, and I want to thank that young man. He is the one that makes the best. Okay. It's the first time I'm coming to this festival, but we heard about coming to this tent and tasting their drinks, and it is really, really good. A very good friend, Kathy, said, let's go, what are you doing today? And I said, I'm doing nothing. So let's go to Hopkins and check out the festival.
It's great to see so many things, so many people trying out the products, inventing different food, dishes, etc., with the mango. So that's interesting.
How is that?
Well, this is a standard, I believe, a mango margarita. I got the mango. I'm looking for the Rita. But with the weather, you wouldn't want to go too strong.
Except for the halt that COVID brought on almost every activity, the Hopkins Mango Fest has been a yearly event since the early 2000s. The event was started by Mary Castillo, a villager who passed away in 2008. Treasurer of the Hopkins branch of the Belize Tourism Industry Association, Desiree Rodriguez, says that the village boasts well over a dozen types of mangoes. This event has drawn tourists from all over and generates funds that the community can put to good use.
We took over last year, this new chapter. We're looking at infrastructure. So there's two things that we want urgently. We need a multi-purpose building, and we also need a garbage truck. Garbage is a problem in our community, so we're pushing towards infrastructure. So coming to these fests will help us. You know, if we come every year and it gets bigger, then we'll have more funds to go in that pot to put that money back into the community. So we want people to know that it's not for us to fill our pockets. We're not getting paid. We're volunteering. 100%.
How popular is it among the tourists?
very much popular. It's Mango Street Fest is now a thing in our community. So looking at this year, I'm already seeing that we've doubled the number.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
When we return, a sit-out during Belize and Nicaragua's World Cup qualifier.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
My name is Denise Mala. I had an aunt, one of my mom's sister, that we believe died from cancer. She was relatively young. And my sister passed from cervical cancer. I have been doing annual checkups. Recently, after one of the annual checkups, I noticed, a change in one of my breasts. I went for the next checkup earlier and I brought it to the attention of my treating doctor. He looked at it and he said he didn't like what he was seeing. A biopsy was requested and then the biopsy came back positive. When you first find out these things, you think about a lot of things and then eventually it comes around to the finance. I recalled this insurance, critical illness insurance that I had that I was paying. And that was probably the first time I read that contract. I read it in its entirety. And then I recognized that, this is going to assist me. I called the office, spoke with my agent. He was very helpful, guided me through what I needed to do. So I went through the process and I communicated with him a couple times and he just informed me what was happening. In a pretty short period of time, I was paid my insurance. This plan that I had been paying for many years, in my time of need, that came through for me. Having that insurance helped me significantly. It is absolutely something that everyone should consider because you never know when you're going to need it.
Summer is almost here and we're gearing up for the exciting time of the year where kids from all over the country come together and showcase their talent on one stage. The Open Your Eyes stage. Yes, that's right. Summerfest is back.
Join us on June 21st at 6:30 a.m. at the Memorial Park in Belize City for a fun-filled morning. Get ready to see all kinds of talent on stage by kids from all over the country. See you at Summerfest 2024.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
The FFB Stadium in Belmopan came alive on Friday night with football fans hoping for Belize national team win against Nicaragua. But the result was quite the opposite. Team Belize lost to Nicaragua in the 2026 World Cup qualifier match, 4-0. Would the results have been different if 3 of the national team's players did not sit out the game in protest? News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
On Friday night, the Belize national football team made its debut in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. They went up against Nicaragua's national team. This was Nicaragua's second match in the group. They played and won their first match against Montserrat. According to the latest FIFA ranking, Belize is sitting at the 182nd position. Here is what the starting lineup looked like for both teams.
And let's take a look at the lineup by the home national team, Belize, with Tillet in goal, Lopez, Martinez, Trapp, and Ayala, 4 in the back, Maibet, Palanco, and Avila in the midfield, Guerra, Bernardes, and Moss will be the 3 men in charge of producing goals for the team coached by David Perez. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. For Nicaragua, Rodriguez in goal, Miguel Rodriguez. 5 in the back with Quijano, Fletes, Serapio, Perez, and Acevedo. 4 midfielders, Rodriguez on the right, Molstred and Montes in the middle, but Hernandez on the left. At front, number 9, Jaime Moreno.
The starting whistle is blown and the game is underway with an early possession by Nicaragua. 8 minutes and 40 seconds in, Nicaragua in possession, pass to number 3 in the midfield. He dropped it inside to Montes, who was unable to get a clean shot off. Spot kick for Nicaragua in the 14th minute. A kick to Hernandez. He got around Belize's defender, gets the header, and goalkeeper Tillet was able to make the stop. 26 minutes in and Belize was struggling to get the ball beyond midfield, while Nicaragua was dominating possessions and getting more shots towards the goal. A pass through the middle found Molskred near the goal. He fired and Tillet again with the stop. A second attempt towards the goal hits the crossbar. Immediately following that play, Belize gained possession. Moss to Avila on the right wing. Avila sprinted down the field into the penalty box. Avila shot the ball towards the goal. It bounced off the goal post and spun toward Bernardes in front of the goal, but he was unable to finish for Belize. Nicaragua scored its first goal 39 minutes into the game with a bullet from Hernandez off the header from a Belizean defender. Belize down by 1. Jordi Polanco with one final attempt before the end of the first half to tie the game. Polanco dropped the ball to the far post and no one was there to get it. That's how the first half ended, a dominant 45 minutes for Nicaragua, a Belize team that was unable to match, respond, and tie the game. 53 minutes into this one, Hernandez for Nicaragua all alone just outside the penalty box. He got the pass and pushed towards the goal. A hard tackle by Eugene Martinez sent Hernandez to the ground. The referee called a foul inside the penalty box, awarding Nicaragua with a penalty shot. With that shot, they went up 2-0. Goal number 3 for Nicaragua came 10 minutes later. Medina to Moreno. Moreno with a quick touch to an open Hernandez, again on top of the penalty box. Hernandez saw the opening and placed the ball into the net. Down 3 goals with 25 minutes of playtime left on the clock. Belize's coach David Perez made several changes. Among them, he replaced starter and midfielder Jordi Polanco, much to the dismay of Belizean fans as the crowd began booing the coach. Nicaragua's fourth and final goal in this match against Belize was made at the tail end of the game. Acevedo went down inside the penalty box after a hard tackle, leading to the second penalty shot in the game awarded to Nicaragua. Moreno took the penalty and scored. We heard from Team Belize immediately following the game.
We completed very well during the first half. I think quite well, with tactical disorders and adjustments that we had to correct. But, well, the second half cost us a little more. Those two changes, well, in the end, they are both quality changes and, well, we must accept them.
It's very, very tough loss because it's a loss at home. So I believe we need to go back to the drawing board. We, as coach said, we already seen how Guyana plays, so it's just for us to focus on our strength and build more on our weakness because we have a good team. But the big advantage that Nicaragua had over us was they had players of better quality playing in Europe and in bigger leagues.
And can the blame for this massive home field loss be placed on three players who decided to sit out the game? Fans who are familiar with the team noted during playtime that Michael Salazar, Nana Mensah, and Deshaun Nemhard were not on Saturday night's rotation. According to a statement issued by the Football Federation of Belize shortly after the defeat, these three players will have to face a disciplinary committee because they decided to sit out the game only 4 hours before playtime. They cited contractual differences. The FFB says their decision significantly impacted the team's performance. On their part, the three players issued a joint press release stating that it was a difficult decision and that they had to take a stand against the continued mistreatment players have received at the hands of the FFB. The release refers to unprofessional communication, lack of organization, poor conditions, and accommodations. They play Guyana this weekend. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Up next, a look at the weekend sports with Paul Lopez.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal. Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno. Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
is almost here, and we're gearing up for the exciting time of the year where kids from all over the country come together and showcase their talent on one stage. The Open Your Eyes stage. Yes, that's right. Summerfest is back.
Join us on June 21st at 6:30 a.m. at the Memorial Park in Belize City for a fun-filled morning. Get ready to see all kinds of talent on stage by kids from all over the country. See you at Summerfest 2024.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected. Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. The Belize Elite Basketball League's finals is set. The Belize Hurricanes will face off against the Belize City Defenders. The Defenders secured their spot in the finals on Friday night after bringing down the San Pedro Tiger Sharks inside the Belize City Civic Center. It was a close one. The Defenders only defeated the Tiger Sharks by 3 points. The first quarter saw both teams scoring equal points. The Defenders outscored the Tiger Sharks by 4 points in the second quarter and 3 points in the third. But that still did not deter the San Pedro Tiger Sharks, as they were looking to repeat their trip to the finals. The Tiger Sharks outscored the Defenders in the final quarter by 4 points. This one came down to the last 20 seconds of playtime. Down by 1 point, Tiger Sharks was in possession of the ball. Konarke threw it in to Williams. He found Arana. Arana back to Williams. Williams tried to drive as he was guarded heavily. He went back to Arana and Arana turned over the ball. There was a scramble for the ball on the other end. John Kelly extended the Defenders' lead to 3 points. Coach Rico Black called an immediate timeout and protested a non-call by the referees. After review, the initial decision was upheld and Sharks had possession with 4.7 seconds left on the clock. Thornton threw the ball in. Konarke tried to find Williams and ended up turning over the ball on the most critical play of the game. We spoke with a couple of the players following the playoff victory.
It means a lot for us. It gives us a chance to win the championship, and everybody in the city wants to see the 2 city teams in the championship. So this is big. It turns back. It makes basketball great again.
Like last year, it didn't end how we wanted it. Had a couple setbacks last year. We just wanted to come back, and for us this year, like you said, it's a redemption tour for us. Same way we went out last year, we want to take out everybody one by one this year. So we handled our business with San Pedro in this first round. Now we got Hurricanes next round, so we just gonna go out, keep fighting and keep competing the way that we are. We feel like we can handle business in the finals.
And as the Belize Defenders prepare to face off against the BEBL defending champions, the Belize Hurricanes, the nation's under-18 basketball team is on its way home from Argentina after placing 8th in the 2024 FIBA AmeriCup. After they were unable to win their FIBA World Cup qualifier match on Friday, Team Belize fell to Venezuela on Saturday in a game that went to overtime and ended 86-80 points. And then on Sunday, they faced off against Puerto Rico and fell to that team in a game that ended 79-49 points. 8 teams competed in the AmeriCup tournament. Belize finished in the last position. And from basketball, we move into some cycling action. Jivin Gonzalez secured a silver medal in the Under-23 Central American Honduras Tour. The 80-mile race was held on Sunday. 2 hours and 28 minutes into the race, and Jivin Gonzalez was the only Belizean among a lead group of 6 riders. His name rang through the ears of spectators as the announcers kept repeating it in awe of his endurance. But 20 minutes later, Gonzalez experienced some mechanical issues and he fell behind. The lead group was now down to 4. And with just a mile left in the race, Gonzalez made a surprising comeback. Gonzalez sprinted to the finish line behind the winner, Costa Rican Kenny Chavez.
Solid race today. Finally could talk in a league Creole, I have to talk English now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean a super hard race today. I don't tell you no lie, this race I never know joke, Well, everybody know, from my physique, I don't really am a pure climber like that. But I just had to just fight through and push myself.
And from cycling, we move into some football action. We continue our coverage of the Anthony Mala Under-13 football tournament. Tonight we bring you highlights from a matchup between Ebony Lake FC and Phoenix FC. Ebony Lake sought to make a statement early in this one. In the first of 3 periods, they scored 3 goals. The first goal was scored by Edgar Diaz Jr. 2 minutes into playtime. Diaz fired from the center field line. The goalkeeper was unable to keep his hands on the ball. 2 minutes later, Denzi Jones puts in this beautiful left foot kick that proves once again to be too much for the goalkeeper. And just a minute later, Jones again was able to secure a 3rd goal for Ebony Lake. Phoenix FC did not go down without a fight. It took them 35 minutes, but just before the game-ending whistle was blown, Cameron Gordon secured a goal for his team. That one ended 3-1 in favor of Ebony Lake FC. And finally for tonight, here is a sporting discipline that does not get much coverage in Belize. We're talking table tennis. The Belize Table Tennis Association hosted its junior table tennis tournament over the weekend inside the Swift Hall. Each competitor in the tournament took turns to play against each other. The games then went on to the elimination rounds. 10-year-old Jorge Espat emerged victorious as the tournament champion. We send our congratulations to the organizers on a successful tournament. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.